Senator Smith.
Thank you, Deputy President. I'm pretty pleased, actually, with this taking note today. It's good to have an opportunity to come in and talk about the budget. I'm really proud to talk about our budget, and I'm really proud to be part of a government which, after only a few months, is already delivering for Australians. And it must really suck to be part of a government for a decade and deliver so little for Australians. This is a good position to be in. Look, Dr Chalmers handed down a budget last night which delivers responsible cost of living relief. Really important. Targeted investments to build a stronger and more resilient economy, and budget repair which looks to address the waste and the rorts of the last decade, sensible, reasonable initiatives to get the budget under control, whilst also making sure that we provide that support for Australians in need. And let's talk about some of these cost of living measures. One of my favourite topics, let's talk about early learning. Because in this budget, we deliver on our commitment to make early learning more affordable for 1.26 million families. 1.26 million, Senator Ciccone, I'll take that interjection gladly, 1.26 million Australian families. Really, really significant. Because you know what, Senator Hughes, you know what, it's really significant. The first 5 years, that's when 90% of the brain development happens. If you don't form those connections early, at early childhood education, children don't have the opportunity for those connections to form. The disadvantage— sorry, Senator Hughes,
Yes.
I think
Order,
I have the call.
order. Through me, Senator Smith.
Sorry, through you, Chair. I think I have the call. Yes. Early childhood education, incredibly important, 1.26 million more. Through you, Chair, I think I have the call.
You do have the call.
Do I have the call, Senator Hughes? I have the call. Thanks.
No, yeah, I'm not giving Senator Hughes the call. I'm just ordering her to order.
Okay. Shall I continue?
Please proceed.
It's my opportunity, not Senator Hughes. I'll go back. Early childhood education, 1.26 million more families will have access to more affordable early learning. A huge difference to children's lives, a huge difference to parents' lives. And of course, it's not just about those critical brain connections, which will happen because more kids get to go to an early learning setting. It's also about ensuring that more Australian families can get back to work, and particularly for women who we know shoulder the burden of care far more disproportionately than their partners. It's about getting back to work. Really significant. When we come to health, I know we had some questions on health today. Well, we're slashing the PPS maximum general co-payment to $30 a script. Again, after a decade of failure on healthcare, of undermining Medicare, of undermining our public healthcare system, Labor is putting money behind our commitment to bring back Medicare to the prominence and the significance it deserves. A fundamental feature of our society is being able to access affordable healthcare, free healthcare indeed, when you need that assistance. It's been undermined by those opposite for a decade. We're making serious investments in our public healthcare system, investments I am deeply proud of. We've got more, 480,000 fee-free TAFE places, 20,000 university places for disadvantaged Australians. And yes, our Powering Australia plan, investing in cheaper, cleaner energy after a decade of no policy from those opposite— oh no, sorry, 20 policies, I think. Was it 20? Was it 20? None? I can't remember. Definitely no strategic policy direction, possibly 20 policies which never managed to see the light of day. So, serious investment and stability when it comes to climate policy, which we know is what the private sector has been calling out for a decade, to guide investment, to guide those decisions. Getting on with the job of that too. More affordable housing, of course. Very, very important, and our housing accord. Parental leave, haven't got to that yet. 6 months paid parental leave by 2026. Another measure which will make a significant difference in terms of continuing that connection between women and the workforce, and encouraging both partners, to take time in those critical 6 months to spend more time with their children. And these are just some of the big announcements, right? These are some of the big announcements when it comes to cost of living. In my home state of South Australia, we've made more commitments, which we have funded responsibly, but for really, really important things. Things like rebuilding the Yardoo Health Clinic in Ceduna. Things like community batteries, another really significant project. This budget is taking responsible efforts to combat cost of living crisis before us. I'm really proud of it, proud to be a part of a government that works and turns up and does something.